SB.
Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, aka BGFH, and I'm back for another PC accessible game video. And this is one that I was actually told about by a commenter in a couple of my earlier videos, and I'm getting around to playing it, and I gotta say, it is actually pretty fun. We are looking at a game called Scrolling Battles Pro. And I'll try to remember to put a link to this description, or in the description, to where you can download said game. And yeah, it is available for PC, and you can use PC or mouse or joysticks. They have, if I arrow up here,
readme.txt 7 of 8.
readme.txt. I'm using NVDA right now, but you can also just use it SAPI 5 if you want to. I'm just going to leave NVDA running because it seems to work pretty well. Scrolling Battles Pro is both an online and offline 2D kind of an action shooter. And I have played a little bit online, killed a couple of people, and got killed a few times myself. And I've tried a game or two of the single-player mode, so rather than actually blabbing more about it, let me move this mouse out of the way here. And I'm going to hit Enter on the SBP executable here.
Main menu.
And I'm going to turn my headphones up here just because it is an audio game and I need to hear stuff. I like the sound effects in this so far. It's actually pretty darn good. And you can use page up and page down. I did adjust the volume of the music by using page down a little bit, crank her down a little bit so I have more focus on the sound effects, but I do still want to hear the music. And so yeah, we have, now the interesting thing about this game is that the menus are actually left to right instead of up and down as would be your typical menu, which, you know, there's no right or wrong way, but just kind of something a little different. So we have
multiplayer game, single player game, preferences, check for updates. Scrolling Battles Pro is powered by the Masonasons game engine version 0.12.0.94.
Okay.
Exit. Multiplayer game.
And then it loops back over to multiplayer. So we're going to start with single player.
Single player game.
And I'm not going to promise to remember every keyboard command, but basically, like I said, this is a side scroller. You can use your left and right arrows to move left or right, up to jump, down to crouch, or kind of go prone. You've got your number 1 through 5 for your weapons. You have, your fists. I forget what number 2 is, we'll find out. And then you have like a pistol, a machine gun, and a grenade launcher. Then you have M for mines, T for time bomb. So a mine will kind of just sit there. It's like a proximity mine. It'll kind of sizzle. And if anyone happens to run into it, they go boom. The T for time bomb, you can actually place it, and then you better run like hell because it's going to beep, 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 beep. And when it blows, it blows. And anyone fairly near its radius is going to get blown to Kingdom Come. You can also hit Control M or Control T to check said status on how many of these things you have, how many mines, how many time bombs do you have. You can hit A for ammo. You have a kind of like a little jetpack thing where you can kind of glide a little quieter. You can glide, or you can glide across the terrain if you have fuel. F will check your fuel, and Alt in the arrow key will let you cruise with your little jetpacky thing. You have S. I'm trying to remember what that. Oh, that tells you how far like your kind of radar around you can look. So at any time I can hit Control left and right arrow or Control up and down arrow, and I can kind of find out in a radius what is around me. So terrain changes, enemies, items, etc. Space is fire. And now in single player you also have your enemies will be classified by their power and their, viciousness, I believe the other one is. So P will tell you your power and V for your viciousness. So power, viciousness is how aggressive they are, and P is how powerful, like how strong, how resistant they are. So that, I think, pretty much covers it. And when you go online...
Preferences. Single player game. Multiplayer game.
You have options for just logging in or logging in as a different user or creating an account. You can create an account, which I did do. It took all of 20 seconds. You just basically tell them, give them a username, give them a password, give them an email, and shunk, you're done, and you can jump in and you're good to go. You can also, use their public server, or you can create your own server if you desire. Let's go, before I go into single player, let's
Single player game preferences.
Preferences. I'll just show you what's in here quick.
Preferences menu. Enable forcing SAPI 5 speech method.
So if you don't want to use your screen reader, you can use SAPI 5.
Disable voice chat.
Okay.
Press O to voice chat.
O to voice chat, so you can basically press and hold O, just kind of like your walkie-talkie sort of a thing if you want to voice chat online.
Disable ask to exit. Enable buffer logging. Enable Twitter access.
Now, Twitter access, I probably wouldn't recommend putting this on because I think it'll drive your Twitter followers nuts. But like if you do well, if you die, that kind of a thing, it'll just kind of post on your behalf. And I see all these Dice World tweets and all these other game things like, hey, I beat this person or I scored this many, and I don't do that. It's just, like I said, especially if it happens, fairly often. It's kind of like those Foursquare updates. I'm at blah, blah, blah. I'm at blah, 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 blah. And you get like 3 or 4 of those right in a row. Kind of, whatever, but it can be kind of obnoxious, but it's there if you want it.
Current server is Christopher.me. Press enter to change.
So here again, you can change your server.
Current port is 19,217.
You can choose what
Press enter
port
to
it
change.
is, because maybe your firewall doesn't like certain, like if you have a router that has a firewall that seems to block your port, you can choose that as well. I just leave it alone.
Server list.
Server list, I could see what servers are live.
Clear single player stats.
Pretty self-explanatory. If your game gets all goofy and you need to clear your single player stats.
Select output device.
Change which sound card you want to use for said game. Very cool if you have multiple audio devices.
Enable visual mode.
Now, enable visual mode is not what you think it is. The game does not have graphics, but instead it has some text, like a text log of what is happening. So like any text chat or any messages, like you acquired this ammo or whatever. The README does recommend if you are a screen reader or a low vision user that you're primarily going to be using the audio, don't check this because there are some kind of stability issues with this. So
select enable visual mode.
So enable visual mode, I'm not going to do that.
Go back.
And go back. So pretty self-explanatory. Very cool.
Main menu. Multiplayer game. Single player game.
Let's go single player. So when I go in, it's just going to spawn us into an arena, and we're going to fight some dudes. Okay. Okay, well, we killed them.
13 HP.
13 HP. Ouch, I need more health. So you hear that? I don't know what all these audio things are. They kind of, the ching.
13 HP.
I haven't figured. Some of them will say, oh, just. Okay, that did not go well. I did really well in the previous. I died.
Main menu. Multiplayer single player game.
Let's maybe try that again. So, the pings will tell you that there's power-ups, which is fine. But when you pick them up, some of them will say like machine gun ammo, or it'll say speed up or health boost. But some of them, they just make this chink and like this kind of a metallic clanging noise, and I don't know if that's armor or ammo or health, or it just doesn't. There's no one thing I wish that a couple of these games had. There's a game, the game that I also, the shooter game that I also did a video for. A lot of audio games have a menu option for in-game, like hearing game sounds and what they are. That would be something that would be very helpful on shooter and this game, because like I understand, the reloading sound, I understand the pings, like okay, that's an item, that's a good thing. The README did tell you that the mines would have a crackling sound, so I figured that out really quick. But like I said, if they don't give you a verbal indication what you're picking up, you just hear a generic clang. I said, you have different types of ammo, you have health, you have other power-ups. I don't know what those necessarily are, so that would be helpful, and also a key that would repeat the last spoken prompt. that would actually be very helpful, because especially in multiplayer, you're doing stuff and then you hear some random chat message or something and like, what did he say? So those two things, being able to have a repeat last spoken command and a menu option for hearing in-game sounds, would be very helpful for both Shooter and Scrolling Battles Pro. So let's
Single player game.
try not to suck so bad this time. Alright, buddy. What the heck? Okay, because I'm recording,
Main menu.
I'm getting just spanked again. I'm the old,
Multiplayer game.
wow, that's really funny, because...
Single player game.
Okay. Okay, I got health.
53 HP.
53.
Machine gun. 4 RRR.
Oh wow, I killed that guy, but he killed me too. What the heck? Wow, okay.
Main menu.
Wow. I literally lasted like 10 minutes when I played this before.
Multiplayer single player
Because
game.
now I'm recording, it's just gonna screw me over. I see how it is. I see how it is.
13 HP. 15 power.
Oh, it's leaving where I left off, I betcha.
76 viciousness.
Oh yeah, that's why they're pissed. Okay. F you, buddy.
59 ammo, 2 cartridges.
Okay, okay, so it's kind of, again, it's kind of like the Shooter game where you're kind of continuing with your progression. So let's collect some power. And again, please don't spawn enemies right on top of you. Okay, I heard a guy, I just instantly shot.
41 ammo, 2 cartridges.
41 ammo. No, I can't reload at any time. I have to wait till I run out, so...
13 HP.
Ooh, I need health. I had like 400 health at some point.
13 HP.
I heard a guy, I thought. There's a thing over there.
21 ammo, 2 cartridges. Grass, 4 feet.
That was a control left arrow. Got some...
Mud, 1 feet. Item, 6 feet.
Okay, so again, I don't know what
13
the
HP.
heck that
You
is.
can see a total of 14 feet in each direction.
I'm guessing maybe that's like an upgrade on the video. I forget what it's called.
Uncharted.
The TOBS or something? Oh, you bastard.
There are 12 enemies, 2 after you and 10 after others.
Uh-oh.
69 ammo, 1.
Oh, and... oh god. Yeah, things are getting more powerful. Things are getting serious
48
here.
ammo.
Okay, a machine gun to the left.
A blue tank with lighter fuel.
Oh. You know what? I should, Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but okay, we're doing a timed mine. We're getting the hell out of Dodge.
28 ammo, 1 cartridges.
Running out of cartridges now, too. I had 4 or 5 of those at one point. Ow! I just got lasered or saw. Oh, man.
Main menu.
Just as I heard kind of a clang way off to the right. And, okay, let me...
Multiplayer single player preferences.
Let's go to preferences. Let's reset just so you can hear from the beginning how we ramp up. Because then I can
Preferences menu.
explain.
Go back. Enable visual. Select out. Clear single server. Clear single player stats. Warning dialog. Are you sure you wish to clear the single player stats? Yes, but Alt plus Y. Okay dialog. The single player stats have been reset successfully. Okay. Scrolling battles. Pro 2. Enable forcing SAPI 5. Disable. Press O to disable. Last. Enable. Press this. And go back. Main menu. Multiplayer single player game.
Okay, so if I go in here now... Wait, what? I spawned
Main menu.
I spawned into death? How in the hell does that work?
Multiplayer single player game.
What? This game is just messing with me now.
0 power.
Okay, so 0 power.
You can see a total of 10 S.
Oh god! Man, they had a machine gun. I didn't have crap. Okay.
Main menu. Multi single player.
Fuck off, man. Yeah, see, again, Funnily
Main menu.
enough, one of the people that are working on this is the same person that is making the shooter game, and I'm kind of running into similar issues, kind of getting just obliterated the moment I spawn in. That's kind of not cool, buddy.
Multiplayer game, single player game.
I'm noticing
single player game.
kind of a theme probably that has to
Single
be
player game.
touched up on both shooter and this Scrolling Battles Pro here. Okay, let's try this again. Guess I shouldn't have reset. I'm just going to run like hell.
This. Mine, machine gun. You can see a total of 10 0 ammo, 0 cartridge, laser. 0 ammo, 0 handgun. 0 ammo, 0 cartridges.
Crap, okay.
Grenade launcher. Laser, fist. A tank of glider fuel.
I don't care about glider fuel. I need weapons.
Fist. 0 power.
Uh-oh. And that effort's got... Oh, see, he's got a gun. I don't have shit to start with. I got fists. What am I supposed to do? Now watch,
Main
he'll
menu.
be there when I
Multiplayer
spawn.
game, single player game.
How much you want to bet? Okay, I need... Give me some guns.
Laser, 0 ammo, 0 laser, 0 handgun, 0 fist.
Okay. Okay,
Nothing in this.
gotta go left. Give me some beacons here. Give me some power-ups. And I will try to go online and play a brief bit too, but the intent was to show you somebody weak, and then I can you know, oh, he died. Okay.
2 HP.
2 HP. Awesome.
Laser,
handgun ammo.
0 ammo, 0 handgun, machine gun. 0 ammo, 0 laser. 0 ammo, 0 cartridges.
I thought I grabbed some ammo. He blew himself up or something.
Grenade launcher, 0 ammo, 0 cartridges. Fists.
Give me some damn ammo, please. All I have is my fists. If they have a gun, I'm pretty much boned. Oh no, run! Wait, did I get machine gun ammo?
0 ammo.
Okay, I got ammo.
2 tanks of
Alright, you bastard, where are you? It's on now.
You can see speed boost. You can see a total of 11 feet in each. You can see a total of 11 feet.
So
0 power. 5 viciousness.
So he's pretty low on both. Oh, what is it? Now I don't. Again, that's another audio thing that I don't know. It goes whoosh, that weird kind of whooshing sound. I don't know what that means.
Uncharted area.
I don't know what that means. And again,
Machine gun. 80 ammo, 0.
okay, we got 2 dudes there. And if there's a score, I'm not quite sure what the button is to do the score. I want to know how many guys I killed. Because in multiplayer, I can hit Control/. It'll tell me who's in there and what our kill death counts are. Yeah! Eat it, son.
19 ammo, 0 cartridges. 50.
52 health. Somebody blew up. There's fire. I don't think I want to go that way because I don't want to step into fire and get burned. I heard you spawn in. I can do that too, you douche.
Six ammo item spawn.
Give me more ammo. No, I thought I heard a guy. We're gonna go to the right.
52 HP.
Okay, you hear that sizzling? That's a mine. Not that whoosh. But that nice sizzling bacon sound, which hurt. Alright, we got past it. Oh no, I'm out of ammo again.
Handgun. 0 ammo, 0 machine gun. 0 ammo, 0 cartridges. Grenade launcher. 0 ammo, 0 cart.
Oh no.
Fist.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna end well. I heard him come in, I'm like, well, there's nothing I can literally
Main
do.
menu.
Let's do one more.
Multiplayer game.
Let's see if it
Single
spawns
player
us
game.
right in our load of garbage again. They're being really stingy with ammo. We're getting whatever this ching noise is. I don't necessarily care about being able to radar further. Oh no. Oh, that is him.
Laser. Fist. What? Health pack.
Fucker. Come here. Yeah, that's right, son.
Laser. Machine gun. 0 ammo. Laser. 0 ammo. 0 laser. Handgun. 0 ammo. 0 cartridge. Fist.
Okay, still fists. They're not very generous, and I mean, they could probably rank up the percentage you're going to get some ammo instead of this. Oh, we're fucked. Why am I going toward this guy? I'm stupid.
36 HP.
Because he's collecting all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna run away because. Uh-oh. You know what? I'm gonna put a mine down. Hey, come here, buddy. You can go step on my mine. Or you could shoot me with a laser.
A tank of
Oh, I think somebody got killed by my mine. Okay, I got
machine gun.
something.
0 ammo. Laser. 0 ammo. 0 handgun. 0 ammo. 0 cart grenade launch. 5 ammo. 0 cartridges.
Oh, okay, we'll play with grenades, sure. You want some of this? What is my
41
health?
HP.
Yeah, look at that. Grenade to the face. Okay, I don't hear any power-ups. Don't hear any... Okay, now I hear power-up.
41.
41 health. Got him. I heard him spawn. Fuck you.
Super 2 ammo. 0 cartridges. A tank of lighter fuel.
I don't care about fuel. Give me ammo. This is fun, though. I gotta admit. Thanks for... I forget who you were, but you know who you are, who recommended this. Thank you for the recommendation, because this is pretty fun. I'm glad I got to check it out. Okay, I heard...
1 ammo. 0 cartridges.
Let me see.
Machine gun. 0 ammo. 0 handgun. 0 ammo. 0 laser. 0 ammo. 0 cart
I
fist.
have one grenade.
Grenade
That's
launch.
it. They won't give me ammo.
You can see a total of 13 feet in each
I don't
direction.
care about 13 feet. I want... How much is it to give me ammo and health? How about that?
51 HP. 8.
You're dead. I heard you. And now I have no ammo again. Awesome. And that prick's got a gun. I can hear it.
Fist. What?
Ow! You see, they're too. The balancing. There's too
Main menu.
stingy on ammo and health. Like you just keep getting. I'm assuming those things contribute to your little radar gizmometer that I forget the name of, but. Oh yeah, I think if they adjusted the percentage of chance you would get for health and ammo, because like I said, literally if you're going up against a machine gun with fist, good luck. I mean, yeah, you can prone, but you're still gonna okay, let's try a multiplayer.
Multiplayer game.
Let's see if we find anybody.
Multiplayer menu.
So we have,
Sign in. Sign in as. New account. Back. Sign in.
so let's sign in and
BGFA welcome to Scrolling Battles Pro version 1.9.0. Type / changes to see what's new. Message of the day. Welcome to the server. If you are an existing player, type / nickname with your name. To correct the issue, where your name shows, are you sure you... Yes.
no.
No. You are alone.
Oh, I'm alone now. Ooh. Because there was actually people in here when I was playing this about a half an hour ago. I had like 4 people in here at one time, and I think my killed to death ratio was, I think I had like 7 deaths and... Or no, I think eventually I got like 10 or 12 deaths, but I had like 6 or 7 kills. Well, let's hoard the supplies while I can, see if anybody joins. If not, I'll go back into single player one more time. But look at how instantly it loads. I mean, everything is just super fast.
Mud, 8 feet. Dot.
So control slash...
You are alone.
Well, if there were people who would tell me their name and their kill death ratio, I could use Y to track a player. I could use radar. I can just hit slash to type a message, and then hit enter. So it's pretty easy to use. The one thing, if you're using the keyboard kind of thing, you know, especially if you want to quick check something, like I'm using my left hand to really quickly go on the home row, hit H for health.
530 HP.
Yeah, 530 HP. Boy, I wish I had that in my single player mode. But like, you know, if I want to hit a key that's not readily available by my arrow keys or something like that, like hitting P for power, that's a little bit tricky in single player because it's kind of far away from all the other keys that you would be pressing. No music here, but you know, good ambient music, good ambient sounds. We're in a...
You are alone. Nothing in this direction. Air 1 feet. Air 1 feet.
So that's up and down.
Nothing in this direction. Nothing in this direction.
Bummer. Nobody here anymore. Well...
Are you sure you want to exit? Yes. Leaving main menu.
So let's do maybe one more round of single player, but I mean, you get the idea. Multiplayer does play essentially the same. You know, you just kind of have to check your supplies, and I don't think I have any ammo.
Multiplayer, single player. Fist. Super item spawn.
Oh, super items? What was that do?
Machine gun. 0 ammo, 0 fists.
He has weapons. I don't. They don't.
Main menu. Multiplayer, single player game.
That's the most frustrating thing about this. Like, the guys that spawn, like, there was a couple times where they spawn right on your head again, and it doesn't really seem like they're gonna give you any ammo hardly.
Preferences, single player.
Fuck! See, look at that. I spawned. Somebody hit me with a grenade.
Main menu.
I'm boned. You gotta give people a few seconds to get oriented. You can't, that's just not, I'm sorry, but that's not good game design. That's not cool. It's not fun. It's more frustrating than anything. Okay, 3 more times, or unless I do really well, 3 more times in regard, if I do crappy, and we'll end it.
Multiplayer, single player game.
Okay, I know he's probably got a, okay, well, I can't go anymore to the right. I hit a wall. I heard a guy walking. See, I have nothing.
Main menu. Single player game.
I have nothing.
Laser. 0 ammo, laser. Handgun, 0 ammo, 0 cartridges. Machine, 0 ammo, 0 cartridge. Grenade launch, 0 ammo, 0 cartridges.
Yeah.
Fists.
Yeah, he's gonna spawn with a gun.
What?
Aren't you? Or maybe not. Maybe I can kill him. Oh, come here, buddy. I'll fight you. Come here. Okay, I think somebody else must have joined the fun, and I think he was chucking grenades or mines. I wonder, do I have any mines left?
Single play. 1 mine.
1 mine.
1 time bombs.
1 time bomb. So that's my only out at this point. If I hear a guy, I'm going to lay one of the... So, okay. I couldn't even... Okay, well, I think I did get them. See, that one, I kind of wish there was a key closer to the arrow keys for the mine. Maybe right control, because, you know, I can hit T with my left hand because I have my fingers on ASDF so I can hit my number keys, my S, my A. I can reach my index finger to H. Mine's is just way out there. Like, I can't move my left hand comfortably to it. I have to lift my finger away from my arrow keys, and if I need to scramble to hit that button while I'm using my arrows, well, then I'm not moving and I'm dead. So having something closer to the arrow keys for the mind, just for ergonomics, would maybe not be a bad idea either.
Multiplayer single player game.
Okay. Well, I think I have one more chance. Let's say 2 just because I don't remember. So I don't have any mines anymore.
1 mine.
Oh, I do. Thought I used it. See, what is that chain? I don't know what that is. That's probably for that power-up thing. That's the only thing it can be, because it's not health, it's not ammo. It's not jetpack, those talk. You know, if you're gonna say what those are, just say what the other one is. Say it's that TOBS or whatever the hell it is. Okay, I got some power thing. I cut it off because I was hitting arrows. And I hear a guy running at me. Give me some ammo. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna I've gotten probably 10 power-ups, and none of them have been ammo. How do you want me to survive? How do you want me to win if you're not going to give me any damn ammo?
Machine gun.
I mean, really.
0 ammo, 0 handgun.
Oh, I do have handgun ammo now.
16 ammo, 0 cartridge laser.
Oh, okay.
10 ammo, 9 cartridges.
Finally. Yeah, we'll do laser gun for now. I'm just gonna keep going where the power-ups are. Okay, you're dead.
6 ammo. 6 ammo, 9 cartridges.
Okay, so I do have a lot of cartridges for this now. I don't know, that said something, but
Handgun.
okay, handgun ammo. I heard, again, it might be a thing where if, you know, usually it's good to interrupt text-to-speech, but maybe having a setting, or maybe just having it by default say, do not, you know, you can still key press, but don't silence speech when it's telling you that you're collecting
A tank
something.
of lighter fuel.
So if you are collecting something, do not silence speech.
1 ammo, 9 cartridges.
Uh-oh. Okay, something happened there. Okay, well, I killed you.
5 ammo, 8 cartridges.
But yeah, what I was saying is make it so that when you collect something, don't have the speech cut out when you're holding down like an arrow key or something. It's crucial.
Uncharted area.
Oh dear. And I blew up on something. That did not go well.
Main menu.
Now let's do one last time, and I want to see
Multiplayer game. Single
if
player game.
I have.
Laser.
Oops, I think I shot a power up. Okay, interesting. I didn't know you could do that.
9 ammo, 14 cartridges.
Okay.
Machine gun.
Out.
0 ammo, 0 handgun. 16 ammo, 5 cartridges.
Okay, that's good. Haha. Handgun at close range beats laser.
Laser.
I think I got more laser ammo. See, again, that cut off. I didn't even get a chance to hear what that was, so maybe that's a tweak they could do. Don't interrupt, like, force the speech to play when collecting something. Because I need to know what I got, so I know if I need to switch weapons, I know I'm low on ammo.
A couple.
A couple something, I don't know a couple what.
Type handgun cartridge.
Okay, handgun cartridge, that's good. And something else.
A couple.
A couple something.
Power pack. Dot.
What? A what pack?
See range upgrade.
See. Oh, range upgrade, okay.
You can see a total of 16 feet in 18 power. 68 viciousness.
Oh yeah, they're starting to get about where I was when before I reset here, so our folk are starting
Machine
to
gun.
get
0 0 ammo. 0.
angry.
Handgun.
This will be the last run, I promise. Okay, and that'll be my last rights too, because I just got gunned down by a machine gun. Yippee! So there are some balancing issues. There are a couple of text-to-speech issues that I would say, but overall, I mean, largely it's a fun game. You know, it works well in single player. It works well in multiplayer. Unless I forgot a command, I don't know if there's a way to check how many guys I've killed and think my kill-death ratio or score that I have in single player. You know, maybe it's in the README file and I just forgot. But yeah, Scrolling Battles Pro. It's actually a lot of fun, and I would definitely recommend it. I'll put a link to the description in the description to where you can grab it, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until next time, you can follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, mixer.com/BGFH, and illegally-cited.com. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like it if you did, subscribe, hit that bell. Let's keep this thing going, and until next time, I'll chat with you guys again later.